Well, you sure that wasn't a flashback to you?
Oh, God.
Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers.
You did it.
I knew I could do it.
Oh, now I'm nervous. Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers.
You
Bunkers?
did it. I think so. Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers.
Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers. I did it. Wait, let's do it. Let's do it at the same time.
Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers.
I'm not ready.
Okay.
Uncle Baby Billy Bible Bunkers.
Yeah, see, in tandem we did that shit. Last episode of this show was really wild. Uncle Baby Billy decided he was going to unveil a secret plan
and it was
to Jesse.
Crazy. I never expected that from him.
It was Miss Gemstone herself doing what she does. She was the voice.
Yes.
She was the big star attraction back in the day for the Gemstone family. And much like Tupac, she was resurrected in hologram.
Do you remember? I remember whenever that was like supposed to be this big thing, and I was like, everybody's like, that's how it's going to be from now on, and like people are going to go to concerts and all that, and I was like, I don't want to be here if that's how things are.
Yeah,
and
well, it's not. So, woohoo! But interestingly enough, Uncle Baby Billy got his hands on some of that shit and was able to, in his hotel room.
Judy and her hubby are on the rocks.
Well, they were at a Chuck E. Cheese and shit went down.
I guess they met up there because like nobody would see them there. And then
because the stalker dude was with her husband there to meet up to hang out, to like, you're going through it, I'm here to be your friend, and then all of a sudden Judy.
But I mean, in Judy's mind, like,
oh, it's a secret location.
Yeah, because why else would you go there?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Far Cry 5 cult is in full swing. Last we saw them, and there's just a whole bunch of shit going on.
And the cousins like sold them out. The cousins had the explosives and dipped out.
Yeah, they're in full swing.
And Mama is still there with John Goodman. I don't know.
Eli
Gemstone. Yeah.
And Eli. And what is his name? Keith has been ostracized to missionary work.
Keith.
So let's see what happens. There's a lot going on. So this is the name of this episode is The Interlude 3.
All right.
Here we go.
I need a freak to hold me tight.
Excuse me, Judy. Can you move your hair off my desk?
My luscious blobs.
You're getting your dandruff all over my work.
Ew.
You know you like it.
He's gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna cut it. Nobody carries around scissors like that.
Oh shit. Well, you sure that wasn't a flashback to you?
Oh, God.
If I knew
oh, my God.
During a terrifying and uncertain time with just a bucket or two.
So she did get in on it.
Jesus
Those
to me last
bastards.
Night. Jesus said, Eli,
you better get them folks ready. Y2K is real.
Your church raised an enormous amount of money by telling people that Y2K would bring the end of days. You think it's unethical to scare people and then benefit from that fear-mongering?
I just help as best I can.
Cut my damn hair.
Tell your teacher, your principal. You stay out of it. You don't act like a lunatic.
I bring my sister and my baby all the way here to get to know my family. We are instantly dealing with all this he said, she said bullshit.
Suck my dick, Jesse.
You suck mine.
I want a meal, boy. Not no snack. That was good.
No.
We have a guest.
Where are you from, sweetheart?
Kentucky. Is that human hair country? You wearing a horsehair wig? It's real hair. She's from the country, so I called her country.
All the best girls are country girls. Isn't that right, darling?
Don't you know it?
So weird.
Yeah, I don't.
Just regular ass shopping mall clothes. Your pants are nice. Couldn't afford this You sucked every dick in the hills and hollers of Kentucky. Impoverished girl with big dreams.
That is not what's happening here.
You don't love Jesse, he's a fucking clown. When you look at his dumb face, you see your ticket at a stick. You are very rude.
Did she get her ring? Oh, God. I don't like it. Maybe that's why he's got that scar on his face.
Good God.
All right, we'll see you next week. So much for coming.
Oh, sir. Hey, thank you very
lovely.
much.
Oh, what a sweet.
You hear the ladies from the Gemstones? Their church made a mint off the Y2K scare. People are protesting outside their church.
They deserve every criticism.
Did Uncle Eli do something wrong?
Well, your uncle was raised better, but he's always been greedy.
I want to be rich like Uncle Eli when I grow up.
Don't you ever say that again. Aspire to be good and wise like your daddy.
Love being poor.
Whenever I want to spend time with daddy, I got to get through your security guards.
We can just have security just flag y'all right on through. Our home is your home.
Well, we appreciate that.
I made some sandwiches for the boys. Might as well eat them before we go.
Oh, God.
Check out my newest toy. Technically, it belongs to the church, but all I gotta do is use it in a sermon.
Never can wait, I've got a date. Have date, my desire.
I assumed that their mama was already dead by the time they started acting like this.
They were saying you conned everyone with that Y2K nonsense. I don't know what kind of idiot would have bought into that.
Well, I'm just relieved it didn't happen.
Peter, run out to the garden and get me that 2-liter bottle of Fresca.
Oh, we got plenty of cold pop inside.
I want Sprite. I like Fresca.
I like Fresca, too.
I do like Fresca. Shorty likes Fresca, too.
Sega Saturn. Have you played it?
Mama don't let us play video games. She says the devil's in them. It's like movies, music, dancing, cartoons, and Halloween.
Your parents suck. They're strict as hell. Behind your back, we're all laughing at what a bad couple you actually are.
She's terrible.
Hard.
Why don't you go fuck yourself, Judy? What? It's a sin to swear, Jesse. Wish you had a fucking boyfriend. Don't be jealous because somebody actually likes me besides my own parents. No one likes your ass.
What has it got to do with him?
In a bit of a pinch, Eli. A damn warehouse full of Y2K buckets that nobody wants.
I told you not to buy more than you could afford.
You also told me that the world was gonna end.
I got no control over that. Liquidate them. Repackage them as camping supplies or something.
25 grand, that's a lot of money for my family.
Why would you invest all your savings?
Because I trusted you. May is gonna kill me. She's gonna kill me because we're broke. I didn't tell her.
She's gonna kill you because you did it with me.
I've never asked you for money. I don't know what else to do. I could lose the house.
How about I buy your stock back?
I thought we were coming to the end of times. You really believe that too, Eli?
Think I'm just out there lying to people?
Yes.
I did not expect a Y2K episode.
I didn't either.
Have you seen my ring?
My grandma gave it to me.
Things go missing in this house. It's usually one person responsible. She steals music.
And they got all the money in the world.
Fancy fashions. Some other stuff that I don't even know what it is. Trying to cut my privates off if I told Mom and Daddy. Judy will do.
Judy will do.
She will.
Seeing others thrive and living a life of wealth while you watch your own family, your own children, not able to live in the same way.
It can be hard not to feel like you're letting down the ones that mean the most to you when you got nothing.
I made a mistake.
Oh, shit.
I made a bad investment.
Investment?
You tricked him.
I'm trying to help you all. He's going to buy it back. We're not going to lose anything.
No. We're not taking a penny from you and your damn wife. That money is evil.
I could lose the house.
Let us help, May.
Don't you dare make me think you're doing us any favors. You got the devil in you.
You're about to see him if you don't get the hell out.
I may be poor, but at least I got principles.
You let your kids go hungry to prove a point.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just feel so ashamed, Eli. I don't like being seen as dishonest.
Dishonest is a strong word.
I never believed it was really going to happen, did you?
No.
Well, that's dishonest.
Raising our kids without the trappings of all this wealth.
Growing up poor ain't all it's cracked up to be. I think no matter what you do, you're going to end up with kids who don't listen to a word you say.
It ain't that way with May May and Peter's kids. You don't hear them mouthing off.
You don't see them smiling neither.
Our kids ain't scared to speak, that's for sure.
It's because I only smacked them half the time I felt the urge to.
Oh, Eli, I know they're spoiled. Did we ruin them?
I wouldn't say ruined. There's still hope.
For Judy.
Even for Judy. She's just got some minor undiagnosed mental problems. Nothing like a room like this.
Oh shit, she's right there.
You don't cough up Amber's ring, we're gonna fight for real. I'm trying to have a fucking hardcore come to Jesus talk with you right now. Why are you crying? Are mom and daddy putting you up for adoption?
Just leave me alone.
Did you steal Amber's ring? Her grandma, who's a dead person now, gave it to her.
It's trash anyway.
How do you know that?
I know because I took it to the pawn shop and Mars Larry said it ain't shit. I get real excited. I'm starting to look bad. Something goes off in me. Figure, fuck it. They want it. Let's give them some.
My motor runs hot too. It's that gemstone temper we both got. You handle things like most men do. Mash everything. I think it's actually kind of cool.
You don't think that makes it so people don't like me?
Weeks and wieners don't like you, Judy. Who needs them?
The dreamboat who cut my hair. I liked him a lot, and he didn't like me back. Who is gonna like me?
Someone will.
BJ.
All right, God will make sure.
BJ for sure.
For mom and daddy, and me and Amber.
Quit making me her old boy.
Can't we have them removed?
It wouldn't look good. They are members of the church. You talk to them.
Jesse said you were looking for a ring or something. I actually do like your hair.
Hey, Bilal! How much money did you make swindling people?
My predictions were wrong. I was wrong. The Lord sees all, and we will answer to all of our sins.
Who are you? Dark man?
He really does look like Dark Man.
So what's the point in hiding? You think I'm more afraid of you than I am of him?
Are we supposed to believe you? We will not lose sight of our mission is to serve you
They're doubling
in a
down.
way that is befitting of the Lord. Worship with us. We are not your enemy. We love you.
Here's where he cracks. Oh shit. Oh no.
Damn. That's where the limp comes from. And the scar.
I didn't know he killed somebody. Okay.
That explains a lot.
It explains a lot. But I thought that I would... Okay. It was wrong of the gemstones to do that when they were like, no, we didn't really think
For
that.
sure.
Totally wrong. It's his own fault for buying all of the money was worth, but he really thought that the world was going to end.
It's shitty to take advantage of people who are not
smart enough.
enough to see what you're doing. To take advantage of people, to swindle them.
Yeah.
I think is completely wrong, and
but
it's a good representation through this, which is satire of what evangelical prosperity ministers and people like that have done for a great long while.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What I was going to say is I felt better about Eli and his wife whenever they were like, oh, you did this, you're screwed, let us help you.
Yeah.
And he wanted that help, but May found out and wouldn't accept it.
Right.
And so the pressure gets put back on him. You don't go rob a bank. You go to Eli and say, all right, no, really, I do need that money.
Smart people usually don't try to rob banks.
You rub lemon juice all over yourself.
Oh yeah, and be invisible.
Totally
right?
Fine.
There are a lot of people who they commit theft because, well, especially armed robbery, because they're just desperate and they are not well.
Yeah.
There have been a few heists in recorded history that have gone down without a hitch, where the people were just maniacs, but they were also geniuses. But it's only happened a couple of times, handful of times maybe. D.B. Cooper is a good example of somebody who got away with a crazy heist. But
did he get away with it, though?
We don't know. But it's like shit like that. It's like if we did know, then they wouldn't have got away with it. A lot of times when this happens, people get caught, they get shot, people die. It's horrible. And, you know, it's the last act of a... Not the last act of a desperate man.
Yeah.
You know. Also, we got some background on Kelvin, seeing him as a little kid with his little seashell necklaces and stuff. We got to see Judy as a hellion as a kid, and Jesse pretty much the exact same person.
It's crazy. That kid does such a good job. He does a great job.
The Y2K thing I thought was very funny because I remember seeing all kinds of shit back in like the early 90s all the way to the mid 2000s. It was one doomsday after another. Everything that became popular, Pokemon, video games, music, everything was the devil, and everything was going to cause the end of the world. The end of the world was supposed to happen in 98, 99,
we grew up in the
2000,
Bible Belt, so I mean, I
2001.
don't know if it's just like an experience that's
Well,
unique.
2012, the world got a taste of it because everybody in the world had this big Mayan calendar conspiracy about 2012.
Yeah.
It was 2012 every year growing up in the Bible Belt around evangelical Christians.
Soon. I can feel it.
And it was all fire and brimstone and plagues and the worst,
yeah.
the revelations, the seals will be broken, the trumpets will sound,
Yeah.
and then everybody's going to have AIDS, everybody's going to be destroyed by locusts, we're all going to starve to death.
I remember being a kid and like they were talking about the locusts and everything, like you couldn't even see in front of your face or anything.
And then the cicadas would come out and it's like, oh God.
And this dude loves me? Or I don't know, it feels a little wrong.
Whenever I found true Christianity and something that actually resonated with me instead of scaring me to death, the minister told me that no one should ever be scared into religion.
Yeah.
That any kind of real interpretation of Christianity has to start with a love between God, nature, Jesus, and yourself.
I never got any of that.
Yeah.
I got more of this and the glitz and the glam and the let's make it. Yeah, but like so when I was young, it was just fire and brimstone, all the white men, you know, thumping the Bible and
sweating and screaming about
like
stuff.
Literally screaming, but you weren't allowed to make a peep. And then I went Pentecostal with my mom did, and it was hollering and hooting and blowing
Everything
the
is
shofar, the horn, and doing your tambourines and passing out and laying hands and convulsing, and I don't know.
Traumatic.
I am traumatized.
It's traumatic.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So pretty much the snake handling situation. I know I have seen snake handling before.
You have?
Yeah.
You have?
Only like one time, yeah, but I have seen it.
In like the town that you grew up in?
It was around somewhere near St. Charles, Virginia.
I didn't know
outside
that.
of Pennington Gap, yeah.
Now, there's a church in my town that did it. Like, in Clintwood, like, there was a church that was, like, it was in the... I don't know how they got by with this. But, and I don't even know if it's true, but this is just what my mom told me. There was, like, an old, shitty grocery store, like, that we never went in because it always smelled like something busted, and they just swept it up.
How do you know if you never went in there?
Okay, well, I went in there, but I didn't shop because there was like 2 times that I ever went in there, and both times I was like, God, no, this is why I don't come in here. It's called Edwards. And in the back, they had like, you know, in like creepy movies where it's like the basement, they like fold out.
Yeah.
That's like the doors to the church. And Mom always told me that
church in a basement?
A basement of a shitty...
So, it was
I don't
like...
know, maybe it was the owner.
It was like a church, but it was Fight Club, and they just had snakes instead of fighting each other.
But she always told me, like, don't ever go in there. And I was like, don't worry about it. But I remember being so afraid when we went to the Pentecostal church because I didn't expect to see people literally like having seizures,
invisible
and
snakes are biting them,
speaking in tongues and everything. So I got pajamas on, but I sat with my feet like up, or my knees up to my chin, because I thought they was just gonna let that shit slither around.
Oh, yeah.
And I told my mom that I was scared of that, and she said, well, you shouldn't be afraid, because if you really have the spirit, then it won't bite you.
There are so many people that get bitten at those churches, and it's a thing where you're not supposed to go to the doctor.
My mom, oh yeah, it's like in the campaign when it's like swelled up. Do you remember that part?
A lot of people have died by getting bit at those churches.
Well, they just didn't have the Lord with them.
Yeah, that's an easy answer.
Yeah.
Easy answers that can't be argued with are something that those people really, really like.
I remember...
Because they won't hear or entertain any article that brings any kind of evidence outside of what they want to believe, any kind of, journalism, any kind of historical documentation, anything that is evidence to the contrary is just the work of the devil.
I remember asking, really hard questions, and, my family just getting mad.
Because anytime that you have someone who has a faith in something, that means that faith means you believe in something to be true without anything to prove it so. Which means that your faith can be tested. If you test anybody's faith and they're an ignorant person, they get mad.
Yeah.
But if you test the faith of someone who is truly convinced, they will tell you that they don't know and still maintain their faith.
Yeah.
So, ignorant people are going to get mad. That's the first thing they do. Anytime they're tested on anything, anger. So, that's just the way it is. The gemstones, selling out all these fucking survival...
They just don't believe it. They just want the money.
The survival things, it's really funny to me because Alex Jones sold the shit out of those things. He had his own survival buckets. That's probably where they got that from.
Is that his name?
Alex Jones.
Why did I think you said that? And I was like, that didn't feel right.
They're turning the freaking frogs gay.
He had survival?
Yeah, he had survival buckets, boner pills. He sold all kinds of shit. He made more money, they showed, on the court case that he had with the Sandy Hook thing. He made more money than you would believe. Millions and millions of dollars just selling merchandise. Not like donations or anything, but selling boner pills, selling survival stuff, all this.
My stepdad, ex-stepdad, twice removed, literally, was on Alex Jones, that Rush Limbaugh.
I listened to Alex Jones all the time back in the day. It was funny as hell to me. I wasn't convinced that anything he was saying was true.
It was the gospel.
Here's the thing. Out of 1,000 things that Alex Jones said, one of them would be true.
Yeah, you've said that to me
One
before.
of them would be true. The whole shit with the NSA and the spying stuff. He was talking about that way before it was ever a thing. He talked about the Bohemian Grove, which was a secret society of established gentlemen and wealthy gentlemen, all boys and men. Nobody else is allowed to go, frolicking in the woods and doing this big sacrifice ritual with a fake dummy baby to this owl god.
Mm-hmm.
All of that was speculation. All of that was hearsay. Alex Jones snuck in there and filmed it. And it was real.
It's crazy.
It was real. That's what put him on the map. That's what made him a big deal. Yeah, that was all real.
Well,
it was props and everything. But, just like the gemstone shit, the Y2K thing was speculation that it could cause some major issues with computer algorithms and stuff based on the way that numbers would change once the date was 000. That didn't come from nothing.
Yeah.
But they fixed it well before it happened. There were updates and people did things that made sure, and even if it had crashed, would it have been a catastrophic, horrible event? No. But they took that tiny grain of truth and made this huge catastrophe out of it. So, I just feel bad for people who can't read between the lines. I feel bad for people who propaganda runs rampant on them. And And it sucks because oftentimes those people, when something really does fuck up and is a problem and does go wrong, it's like, you're not going to scare me. It's like, dude, you're the one with 38 guns strapped to your chest and 12 survival buckets. You already are scared.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I can totally relate to this episode and a lot of things that were in it because the reality is there. That's what makes this show so great, is the satire is so on the nose.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but anyway, that was an interesting episode. Didn't expect an entire episode to be a flashback.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be the intro. But then, it's the whole thing.
There you go. We learned more about it. Can't wait to watch the episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. The next one should be, I would say, jumping back into modern times so we can see kind of what's going on with the family. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. Glad you could join us, and we will see you in the next one.
Yes.
Bye.